We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Cook on the carry.
Come on, fellas.
Henry Anderson on the stop. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Quentin Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, Wood.
Here's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You can't bring them down.
The weight room does work.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 29 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 24, Cousins stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, high 7. 53 smart. Check 53 smart. Hey, we're good. We're good. Let's go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
QB's trash. That's
good route kick.
On play action, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East, then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jordan Willis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's in special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check right. Watching your 5. It's it.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's bring it.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Come on, D.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Give him 32 on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on second down. Cousins going deep for... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Third and long, it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Darnold from the gun. And Anderson's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
64,
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the fourth round back in 2010. What a steal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
55, Mark 55. He's scared. Hey, Delta.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 6-6, pull it high.
On fourth down, Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Stop your whining.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will...